I'm going to bring in Harrison again. I hope this time he's good to go. Hi, Harrison. How are you again? Let's do this. So
Hi,
introduce yourself.
hi, Kestin. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm really happy to be sharing some thoughts. I mean, my experience in STEM field. So my name is Harrison Ashangwa, and I am a Cameroonian. So I'm from Cameroon, and I am an environmental engineer. I have a master's degree in environmental engineering, and I had a minor in civil engineering while I was in school. I graduated 2 years ago in 2019 with a master's degree, of course. And currently I work as a consultant, particularly on environmental issues and sustainability. And also I am involved with EduClick. EduClick is a social innovation. It's a program that is trying to encourage STEM, particularly among young people and girls in particular. And we are currently having a couple of programs in Cameroon, and
Yes.
and it's really exciting. And I mean, I think let me just share my background. Basically, from Cameroon, while I was in primary school, I was always good in mathematics.
Yes.
So I was always good in mathematics, and people always call me a medical doctor. I don't know why. They used to call me a medical doctor.
Yes.
Why I went to secondary school, I was science inclined. I'm always science inclined. I don't know why. None of my parents is science, but I was just science inclined. And I had some principles that were guiding me, like let's say, if you want to be a scientist, you will not take alcohol. So I grew up with some kind of notion like not taking alcohol at a very young age, and it's
Yes.
exciting. So basically that went on. I was good in mathematics, physics, the science subjects. In secondary school, I was really good. And when I went to high school now, I saw that my interests tilted away from biology. So I had to focus more on physics and mathematics. So I decided to go with engineering instead of medicine. So, so that's what happened. So after high school,
Yes.
my 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 interest was aerospace engineering. So I was always passionate about aeroplanes, flying objects. I
Yes.
wanted to pursue a career in aerospace engineering. And unfortunately for me, there was no school in Cameroon that offered aerospace engineering. And
Wow.
I didn't have that exposure that I could go out of Cameroon, and then so financial constraints also. So I had
Yes.
to do with what was in the country because
Mm-hmm.
in high school, I did very well. I mean, in the high school exam, I performed very well. And then
Yes.
the government there were entrance exams into engineering schools in Cameroon. So
Yes.
I sat in for one of the entrance examination, and
Mm-hmm.
lucky enough, I was selected. So out
Wow.
of 6,000, I was among the 200 that were selected
Yes.
to do engineering. So I went to school. I did civil engineering.
Mm-hmm.
I started with civil engineering, but along the line, I had to switch to environmental engineering because I developed interest in environmental issues, the challenges that we're facing around us. I mean, flooding, droughts, climate change. So I
Yes.
decided that no, I'll do environmental engineering to be able to to address some of these issues using science and engineering. So
Yes.
so so basically, that's what I've been doing for the past 5 years. That's what I'm working on, designing engineering systems to
Yes.
address environmental problems, sustainability, and the rest.
Ex-
I'm also quite involved with educating young people, encouraging them to get into STEMs. And
And
it's really
sorry,
so.
sorry not to cut you. I would like to tell the audience they invited me in Cameroon to encourage girls and boys to pursue STEM. I had so much fun. I mean, it was amazing. Yeah, I just wanted to point out that, Harrison, so you can go ahead.
Thank you. And it was really amazing because you saw the energy among young people.
Oh my
So so
God.
so it's really great to talk to young people. Unfortunately, in our time, we didn't have so much exposure, and I mean the resources that's available online and
Yes.
such programs like the one
Mm.
we have at EduClick wasn't available. So students now can learn about aerospace engineering. They can explore options. They can travel out of Cameroon. There are schools now in Africa that offer aerospace engineering. They can even have scholarships to go to the US. So all
Yes.
these things are encouraging young people, and it's really exciting because the opportunities now are endless. And I think it's great. It's great that we keep on encouraging these young people to because I have realized that young people are really creative. You just need to tell them that I was I was actually talking to a couple of them, and
Yes.
the kind of ideas they had, it was really amazing. They just
Mhm.
need guidance and direction. And I mean, they'll really do much. And I think we keep on doing what we are doing.
Yes. And you know what? That's very right. And that's why my passion is to encourage girls, boys, to pursue engineering or science, because all they need, it's a little spark when they are young. That's all it needs. And that's why I say parents, we really have a greater impact in encouraging girls, boys to pursue engineering, science, and technology. And so I have a question, one more question with you, Harrison. So who would you say is your role model?
That is a little tricky because when you are growing as a child,
Yes.
I mean, my father and my mother, they don't have any science background, but
Yes.
I understood that my father was very good in mathematics. So
Hmm.
somehow my mother used to tell me that I'm just like my father because he is pretty good in mathematics. I mean,
Yes.
somehow I think my father is my kind of role model at an early age. But when
Hmm.
I started doing sciences in secondary school, I think the person I look up to more was my uncle because he was a science teacher.
Yes.
So I think at at that basic level, the person that has inspired me was my uncle, the
Yes.
junior brother of my father, because he did sciences and then he used to send me a lot of science resources, books, materials to study while I was in school. So that has been my role model. But nowadays, I think everyone that is into science, STEM is my role model. So
Yes. Yes.
when we talk like that, it's really encouraging.
Wow, wow. No, that's really good. And you just pointed out about how, internet, I always want to tell parents and also just, kids that let's use internet wisely, even YouTube. So YouTube has got a lot of resources, but how can our kids understand YouTube in a way that they can use it wisely? So it's us as parents to guide them, to show them what to watch when they are still young. Otherwise, it's a world of so many things. We're using YouTube right now, but we need to make sure that we can show them how to use YouTube wisely again. So again, thank you so much, Harrison. I really do appreciate. I know how busy you engineers, scientists are, and just to spare some time to come and do a hangout here, it's just so amazing. I really do appreciate. So my next guest. Thank you so much, Harrison. So my next
Thank you.
guest is going to be Sela Kasepa. I'm sure you guys, I don't know if you've heard about her. She's one of the uh, STEM guru. So, hi, Sela. Hi, how are you? Can you hear me? Can you come in? Hi,
Hi.
I'm so excited to see you.
Hi, can you
Yes,
hear
how are
me?
you?
Okay, perfect. Like I'm
Yes.
just like